Welcome to Hydrase Academy. In this video, we're going to be building this cryptocurrency price tracking application with React. You see, we have these cards which contain information about the coin, like the name, the symbol, the price, and so on. We also have this background which is conditional, which means if the price is up, the background will be green. Also, this angle will face up. If the price is down, the angle will face down and the background will be red. We also have this search box, which if we test for Chainlink, it will show just Chainlink. If we search for, let's say, Polkadot, it will show Polkadot. Now, the API we're going to be using is the CoinGecko API. And go to the CoinGecko website and look for the API page. Scroll down and click on from the coins section on the Get button. Click on Try it out and enter the currency which you want to receive the data in. For our case, I'm gonna type USD, click on execute, and it will give us this request URL, which we will use later with the Axios package, which is a promise-based HTTP client for the browser and Node.js. What else will we need for this project? Font awesome, because you see, we use icons here, and the logo of the website is also an icon. Alright, from the cdn.com/libraries/fontawesome. Also, we will need the Montserrat font. We will use the bold 700 and medium 500. So go ahead and select those. And once you have all these links open, go on an empty directory and run npx create react app. Now, once you have the template ready, go to the src folder and let's clean up the things a bit. Delete the app.test.js, delete the report web vitals, delete the setup tests.js as well, and the logo. Now, what we have left is the app.js, app.css, index.js, and index.css. Now let's start with going to index.css and removing this from here. Save, go to app.css. We will delete everything from here. And let's import the font. Click on the add import and copy from the add symbol to the semicolon and place it at the top of app.css. Alright, let's also set some styles that will apply to all elements. Let's start with box sizing, which will be border box, margin of 0, padding of 0 as well. Font family will be the Montserrat font that we just imported at the top. And the background color will be 1A1C, which is this dark color. And the color of the text will be white, FFF. Okay, if we go to app.js, remove the logo SVG from the top, and let's start with building the text, which will be for the logo, and this icon in the search bar. Now let's get rid of all these, also from this. Okay, so we're gonna create a div with class header, which will contain h1 with class name of brand, which is CoinMoon. Well, let's actually start a development server first. Now to start a server, type npm start and wait for the server to start. It should open it in your default browser in a new window. There we go. We can't resolve web vitals. Go to index.js and remove this line from here. Also this. Alright, it should be all fine now. If we refresh, there we go, we have the background applied and this h1 element which shows the text we just wrote, which is CoinMoon. Okay, close the index and let's keep on going. Go to public and index HTML and import font awesome so we can use the icons. Okay, click on the copy script tag and paste it below this link. Also, if you want, you can rename this to CoinMoon. Now let's put the moon icon, which is the I tag, class name of FAS FA-moon. That should show the moon icon, which is here. Alright, starting to look similar. Good. Now let's build the input form or the search box. Okay. Let's do form and then input with a class name of input field and type will be text because we'll enter text and a placeholder of search a coin. Now this is for now. We will add one more attribute later which will be on change, but more on that later. This should be it. There we go, we have the input. Now let's go to app.css and style. Let's start with this header class. We will do header. It will have display of flex and justify content space around and margin top of 40 pixels, and that just made it just alright. Okay, let's now style the input field, which is this input field, which will have padding left of 16 pixels, font size will be 14 pixels, width of 260 pixels and a height of 32 pixels. Also border radius of 4 pixels. Border will be none. Box shadow of 003 pt 2 pt and it will be white. Next one is color of the text of the input, which will be E2, E2, E2. And let's save and see the changes. Pretty close. There is some spacing difference, but let's not worry about that. Let's keep on going. If we make the screen smaller, this starts to not look good. This is absolutely responsive. It adjusts to the screen. There we go. Now let's write a media query for that. to be at media max width of 520 pixels, and the header you go to flex column, justify content will be center now, the line items center. Also the H1 with the brand will get some padding on the bottom. It should be 16 pixels. Let's save and see the changes. Let's see if we go to less than 520. There we go. It all adjusts to the screen. Nice. Now let's actually fetch the data from the CoinGecko API. Now let's close this CTN.js since we already got the font awesome link. Copy this request URL. Now we're going to install this Axios package, which I said we will be using to fetch the data from the CoinGecko API. Let's create a new terminal and run npm install Axios. There we go. We now have the Axios package. Go to app.js and let's import the Axios package, which will be import Axios from Axios. Now the way we're gonna fetch the data is with using the use effect hook. Use effect, but first we have to import it from React. There we go, it automatically imported it for me. And now this is where we start to use Axios. It should be Axios. And remember, I have the link for the CoinGecko API already copied. Axios.get, because this is what we need to get the data. Go. Dot. Let's actually make it on the next line. Axios.get dot then the response and now this is where we should set the data to some variable, and for that reason we're gonna use state hook. Let's use state, which is a React hook, and let's do const coins and set coins, which equals to use state, which will be an empty array. This first thing is what we use to read from the state, and this second thing is what we use to write the state. You can code this whatever you want, but just make sure they are descriptive and you remember what they are. Okay, we're gonna use this set coins because we will get the information, and when we get the information, then the response, we will set the response to response.data, which is the object which will get returned from the API. We'll set that data to this state variable, and also console.log the response.data, just so we can see it in the console. And remember, each time you do a asynchronous request, make sure you do a catch block. Error console.log the error. If there is an error, it will catch it. This is the catch block, because asynchronous mean the application will do other stuff, execute the rest of the code, and when there is a response, it will just come here and say, hey, we got the response. Set the data from the response to this setCoins state. And if there is an error, catch it and console log it. What would be a smarter thing is to do console.error in this case, since it's an error. And what we're missing? We're missing a dependency array, which we will leave to an empty array for now. Okay, with that done, we should now have the data. Okay, now you see we have 100 items in this array, 100 objects, which you can actually change from here. If you change this number, let's say to 10, you just get an array with 10 objects. There we go. It should show the top 10 coins. To make the website have more coins, let's just change it to 100. Now, what is the next thing? We actually need to create a component which we're going to use as this card. Now, let's create this component. Now, what is generally good practice is to create a components folder. And inside this components folder, let's create another folder and call it coin item. Inside that folder, create a coin.js and coin.css. Go to CoinGecko and let's see what we're going to have in this component. We first going to have a class name on this div, which will be crypto coin. Inside that, we're gonna have an image. Will be empty for now. We'll have this class name of coin logo. And let's now just get this image just for testing purposes. The source will be this Bitcoin. And what is next is this div with class name of coin name wrap and an h1 inside with a class name of coin name, which will have the coin name, which let's say for just testing purposes is Bitcoin for now. Next is the p tag with a class name of coin symbol, which will have the BTC inside, just for testing purposes as well. And what is next? We're going to get out of this div coin name wrap and just use the p tag with a class name of coin price to have the price of the coin, which is, let's say, 60,000 for now for Bitcoin. And the market cap is next, which will be a p tag as well with a class name of coin market cap. And let's say the market cap is, actually let's do it on the next line, market cap in dollars, which is, let's say how much, $1 trillion as of now, around that. Next is the volume. There should be, once again, a p tag with a class name of coin volume, And let's do that on the next line as well. Volume 24 hours. Copy the market cap as well, just for testing purposes once again. Okay, and now let's see what we have. Go to here and just put the coin component. Notice how it automatically imported it for me, but if in case it doesn't import it for you automatically, make sure you import it. Let's see and what we have currently. There we go. We have this nicely looking card. I mean, it's not card still, but it's getting there. We need to go back to app.js and wrap this coin in a class div, in a class name, actually, with a div with class name of coins container. Let's do that and wrap it. Okay, now let's go to app CSS now and add this coins container, which we have display flex, justify content center, align items center, flex wrap, margin top 30 pixels, and color of FFF. Let's save and see how this is looking. Okay, it's centered now. Great. Let's go and close app CSS for now. Now we have the data stored in the coins state. So what we're going to do is let's start passing data to this component. What we're going to pass. Okay, let's start with key. The key is something that has to be different for each coin, because what we will essentially do is we're going to map 100 times and display this coin component 100 times. Let's just pass some props now from the data we have here fetched and set to this coins state. Let's pass the key as the coin ID, name of the coin, which is coin.name, the price, which is coin.current underscore price, symbol, which is coin.symbol, the market cap, which is coin.market underscore cap. And actually this should not be coins, should be coin, because we're talking about individual coin. Market cap, we have to get the volume, which is coin.total underscore volume, image of the coin, of course, it's important, which is coin.image, and the price change. Price change is equals to coin.price underscore change underscore percentage underscore 24h. Okay, what we have here? We have this component which gets the key, the name, the price, the symbol, the market cap, the volume, the image, and the price change. Now, you see, we have this red underline here, which shows that something is not right. That is because we haven't mapped over the array of items yet, of coins. So let's do that and get rid of this red underline. Remember when I said we will add another attribute on the input? Let's first do that so we can search. Add it here on change. Handle change is a function we're going to call each time something changes. And what counts as change event? It's basically every time you type something. This counts as a on change event. Okay, so let's do const handle change. In the event, E stands for event, and we will create another state here. Const search set search, which is where we will store the information of the search field. Use state, and this time this will be an empty string. So on change it will call this function, and when this function is called, we will set the state of the search to that event dot target dot value. We need to create one more function first, and that is filtered coins. We're going to use array dot filter just so we can display only the coins that have what's in the search state. Let me show you what I mean. It may be confusing. Do const filter coins, which equals to coins dot filter, and for each coin that the name to lowercase, which is a function, includes what's in the search state to lowercase. We have the filtered coins. Now let's map over those, which will be, we need to open the curly braces first. This will be filtered coins dot map, and for each coin in the filtered coins return a coin component, which will have all these properties get passed. Now go to coin.js and let's destructure the things we just passed, which is name, price, symbol, and the market cap, the volume, and the image, and the price change. Right, so we see we have these things destructured. Get rid of this now and type image. And this is a bit tricky here. Do a template string name, which will show the out as the name of the coin. Class name is the same. Do the name here. Do the symbol here. The $, price dot, just leave it, just price. Okay, you see how the price doesn't have any separation. Let's do that. Let's separate. We can do that by adding dot to local string as a function. There we go. Now check this out. There is a separation between the 62 and the rest of the price. Okay, so market cap, which will be market cap dot same thing, workout string, and the same thing for the volume. Great. Let's see. Oh, we have two dots. There we go. Oh, displaying correct information. There is actually one more thing we need to add here, which is this, based on a condition, render a background. Alright, let's do that. If the price change is smaller than 0, then render this div with class name price container down, which will have the icon of angle down. I class name, right now, class name with FAS, FA dash angle dash down, and make the icon a bit bigger with FA dash 2x. Actually no, let's copy this class name and do I class name of this. And next thing is the p tag, which will have the class name of price change, and what this will contain is again price change dot to fixed %. There we go. This percent should be outside of the curly bracket. Okay, so after of this, let's complete the ternary. Else, if the price is not smaller than 0, if it's bigger, let's copy this, paste it, and just change this down to up, and the angle from down to up as well, and that is it. Pretty much this is it. Let's just beautify it a bit, make it clearer to read, and let's go ahead and write some CSS. Start with crypto coin, which is this div that wraps the whole coin component. Let's crypto coin overflow hidden, text align center, border radius 1 rem, position will be relative, the width will be 320 pixels, the margin of 2 rem, box shadow we will also have that, should be 0, 3 pixels, and RGBA, which stands for red, green, blue, and alpha. The first is the red, second thing is green, blue, and alpha is the transparency, which will be 0.5. And the next thing is the coin logo, which will have a width of 8 rem, margin top of 1.2 rem, height of 40 pixels, and width of 40 pixels. Let's save and see where we are. Okay, it seems like nothing changed, but why is that? Because we haven't imported the coin CSS. coin.css, and let's see. Great, starting to look awesome. Let's add one more thing to here, which is clip pan circle 60 pixels at center. Coin name wrap display flex as usual. Justify content will be center. Align items will be center. Padding will be 4 pixels, and font weight will be 700. Next is the coin name. Font weight of bold, font size of 1.5 rem. Let's jump into the symbol, coin symbol, which will have text transform uppercase, font size of 12 pixels. The font weight will be 500. Padding left, there will be just 8 pixels of padding left. See, I think we're missing something on it, which is coin logo. We have it A+C, which is wrong. There we go, starting to look pretty similar. Price container down and up. Let's start those. We'll start with price container up, which will have display of flex direction row, and justify content center, as well as align items center. Also width of 100%. Border will be none. Font size will be 1 rem, and the color will be white. Padding 1 rem, and this is the color. Background color will be 11D811. This is this light green. Now, what is so different with the down container? Just the color that's different. So let's copy and paste that and rename the up to down. And the color will be F00606. This is the red we're using. Now there are just a few more styles we need to write. And let's see where we are currently. You see, we have this dark background, since remember we set all the elements in the app CSS to have this background color. So we will get rid of this. Do svg background color will be transparent. And you see, let's see what this does. It removed the dark background from this angle up and angle down. See, let's write price change, and the background color will be once again transparent. As I said, we need to remove this from here. Padding left will be 10 pixels, and text shadow will be 0.014 pixels, and the color will be black. Next is coin price, which will have width of auto, and the background color has to be transparent, as we said, the reason. Next is the coin market cap. We as well have the width of auto, padding top of 8 pixels, and the background color transparent. Once again, coin volume. Once again, with auto padding top of 6 pixels, padding bottom of 8 pixels, and again, you guessed it, background transparent. There we have it. We have done it. Let's test the search. Cardano, Litecoin, Ether, Bitcoin. There we go, fully working application. You made it to the end. Congratulations and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.